Hello everyone, today we will be reviewing a safe. I think it's more of like a closure for me because for some reasons, personal reasons, I can't keep playing in this save file, which I will mention later on in this video. So the save file is called the Next Gen save file. It's on Patreon. I believe the creator is also on YouTube and he makes videos on how you can download and make sure you can get it running perfectly on your game. You can see screenshots on here, what's in there, what you're gonna see, and trust me, it looks better and it feels better than even the screenshots that you're seeing. So I just felt like I should put out a video so that someone else can check it out because it's very good. So I'm going to rate it based on a few things. I will be rating it based on the builds, the stories, the characters, and the townies, and the last thing will be the gameplay mods that the save file came with. Before I get into the rating, actually, I just want to put it out there that all these are based on my experience playing in Willow Creek and Oyster Spring. I didn't play in any of the other worlds. I didn't get to. Perhaps if I played in the other worlds, the rating might go up or down, but that's just it for the two worlds. When it comes to the builds, I'm going to give it a 7, and that's because most of the lots, especially the residential lots, were too cluttered for my liking, and that's a personal preference. I don't like too much clutter, and the colors seem too bright. Again, also personal preference. I do not like that. So when it comes to the builds, I'd give it a 7. With that said, it had some of the most amazing builds I've seen, which I will be saving to use in my save files as well. Yeah, when it comes to pool lots and pool class, I absolutely love the builds. I would, yeah, like I said, we'll be using them in my save files. So for the builds, it's a 7 for me. When it comes to the stories, I'm giving it a 6 for the dedication and efforts this creator put into giving each household and character some personality and like background story. Each character you meet has so many relationships, and it kept me wondering, how does one person have so many relationships? They have different multiple romantic interests and people they hate and hates them. So I think, yeah, for stories parts, I give it a 6 simply because I wasn't able to really delve much into any of the characters. But from just reading the bios in the homes, they have like some of the really great, nice stories made. You can check the townies infos, and their stories are really nice to want to go into the household and play in. So much interest that I felt like I wanted to play in every household that I saw. So when it comes to stories, I would give it a 6 because dedication. And the next is to touch on the characters and the townies. In this area, I'm giving this save a solid 9 because it deserves it. Each character who pulled up on every lot really pulled up, and they looked like they were meant to be there. Like they were dressed to be there. Every townie in this save file had me screaming. I am so obsessed. I can't stress enough how much I love the townies in this save. And whenever I had to go into a different save and see the other townies or the EA townies, I was so pissed that I wanted to come back to this save because, as I said, every character in this save file was like ready for the occasion. Like I had 2 Sims move in. They're actually siblings, and I wanted the guy to maybe find a love interest, and I couldn't even decide because the girls were too fine, the boys are too fine. So bear that in mind, the characters are really going to blow you away. Okay. And I think a huge impact of that was the mods. There are mods for when I went into cast in this save, the options and the personalities that you could create with your character is like endless. I think that all tied into the ability for the characters to be very interesting and good looking. So yeah, in that part of the save, I give it a 9. When it comes to gameplay mods, I'd give it a 6. It has some really interesting rights and scripts, such as how people watch TV, and I think they are dancing over rights as well, and some fun animations, as well as a very interesting mod called Boobies. it's worth checking out. I thought it was really funny because I kept wondering what's going on, and then I realized, oh, it's a mod that's doing that. So that was interesting to note. And also there are I believe there are some sliders as well, just to make the Sims a bit more easy to, what do you call that? To tweak their features. Yeah, that's basically what sliders are for. It gives you limits outside of the EA presets when you are in cast mode. So those were really cool as well. I found it more easy to, change features on my Sims. There were other gameplay fixes and some tools in there. Yeah, I give it a 6. I'm not sure what most of these things were doing. I think there were mods to also have longer parties, which is also very nice because sim parties don't really last for long. And I think there were some settings in the NC Command Center as well. You could have more people on a lot, which is very nice. It's nice to have a crowded place. If I go to a pool party, it should be crowded. So yeah, that was also in there, which I think they all made their game experience different from how you'd normally play your Sims. So when it comes to the gameplay mods, maybe there are some that I didn't get to experience, but then again, I'm saying this is a quick review. So my little experience, or with my experience that I had with the save, I'd give the gameplay mod a 6. Finally, the overall rating for the save file is a 7. In my head, I was thinking I want to give it more, but based on how I categorize the ratings, the average for the save file is a 7, which I think is okay, although I still want to give it higher in my head, which I actually do. But yeah, that's it. It's a 7 for this save file. That's the new gen save file. It's worth checking out. If you've come across it anywhere, definitely check it out. We have come to the end of this review. Check out this save file if you like to play with saves that comes with mod, or you don't mind playing with saves that comes with mod, because it brings a whole different vibe to your game. I think it may be what they can do, or I was thinking what they could do to make it more accessible to other people is to be less heavy on the mods, which I feel if they did that too, it would not be next gen. It would just be, what we have already. But yeah, that takes me to the reason why I can no longer play with this save file is the fact that the mod size is very large, and I don't have enough space on my PC to have that alongside my own personal mods, which is I think it's over 50 gig already, and I had to alternate between playing with the save and their mod and having my own mod on my extra drive. And then whenever I need to play, I need to alternate between mod folders, and that's really not a fun thing to do when I want to play because it takes some time to load. Have you ever tried to move a 70 gig mod folder? It takes some time for it to load. And also what happened was, if I'm ever playing in this save file with their mod, I can't go into any of my other save files because my game is heavily dependent on mods, and all my Sims in that save file will be naked because I've taken my actual mods folder out. And yeah, that is the reason why I can't play with this save file, unfortunately. But I love this save file. It's amazing. I didn't have any issues playing with it. My game never crashed playing with it. And it was really fun to play in. My male sim didn't find love, unfortunately. Too many girls and he couldn't even decide. And my female sim actually found a dog, and that was really nice. I never played with cats and dogs in my game, but my female sim found a stray and I had to adopt it. So yeah, that's the next gen save file. I give it a 7. I love the save file. It's worth checking out. I couldn't keep it obviously because of space issue. Can recommend any other save files you want me to check out in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.